Hey everyone, I'm in here in a new edition of Meeting the Speakers for Expo 2025. I'm here today with Leanna Olbinsky, and she's going to be sharing with us her experience in customer support and more of her talk. So first of all, thank you so much, Leanna, for joining us today.
I'm so happy to be here.
Could you begin to tell me and us, because we're going to be sharing this with the community, a little bit about your background and your journey in the world of customer support?
Absolutely. I'd love to share my background. So, I started with waitressing, which is what my topic is on. I went to college for video production and sociology. And while I was getting through college, I paid my way through while waitressing. I also competed nationally for the National Restaurant Association and learned the importance of giving an amazing dining experience. So during my time waitressing, I was obsessed with how to make every interaction special. Even before I graduated, I fell in love with technology and all the different apps and systems you can use. So that led me to the world of customer support. So I started with a fitness app, and while I started in more of a community management role, I fell in love with how to automate and make sure that every person felt special. And from there, I grew my career. So for the last 12 years, I've been working in the industry, building customer experience departments from the ground up and making sure that while we keep scale in mind, we also really account for keeping that amazing experience for our customers and personalizing it, just like I have in my serving days.
I think it's really interesting because sometimes when we're talking with different speakers and we're talking about trajectory, sometimes we feel like those kind of jobs that we take in between classes or those kinds of jobs that we take really young, that they're just jobs that in between. But I think it's amazing that you take this as a passion because it's true. I mean, this is the foundation of really a lot of things that we're doing. So it's really interesting. And diving into your talk, title of your talk at Expo is From Serving Tables to Serving Customers, How Waitressing Shaped My CX Philosophy. And you're going to be talking in the customer experience track. So without giving too much away, I know that you already shared with us a little bit, but could you give us a brief overview of what attendees can expect to learn during your session?
So, attendees can expect during my session to hear how the best way to be a customer experience leader is to take the lessons I've learned or people have learned from serving and apply those to your department. So, what you can expect to hear are real life examples of some of maybe the mistakes I've made in my waitressing days and ways I made that experience better, and how I've been able to apply those to the customer experience. So, the takeaways you could get from this session is how to really make the experience in your product, even if you have millions of customers, very special for them and making them feel like they're a part of something really special.
This is your first time at Expo, right?
Yes, this is my first time. I'm so excited.
This is great. You first time only as a speaker or also as as an attendee?
This will be my first time at the Support Driven Expo as both a speaker
Okay.
and an attendee.
Okay, this is amazing. And you have had some experience previously as a speaker, right? Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. So I have experience as a speaker. I actually have a side project business as well, where I help families that are struggling with addiction, and making them feel like they have a place to go, that they can build confidence and be great people and remain having good relationships with their loved ones. So I have spoke at many different vigils. I've spoke at many different conferences related to addiction. Actually, I wrote a book on my experiences, and I've been on a few podcasts to talk about that as well. And then also, if anyone knows The Moth, it's an amazing speaking opportunity where you get on stage, you have no notes, and there's a theme, and you have to speak about that theme. And I've been lucky enough to do that as well.
As it is your first time at Expo, is there something that you're most looking forward to at being, even as you were saying, as a speaker or as an attendee?
I'm so excited to attend to meet other people that are in the industry. Everything I've seen about support driven by being in the community for many years is how supportive everyone has been. I've connected with people in there in the DMs to ask them how they've set things up, getting advice throughout my entire career, basically. So being able to meet these people in person, I think is going to be so magical. I can't wait.
During your experience and your background that you were telling us on customer support, uh, where did you find support driven?
Like, I probably Googled Slack communities for customer support because that's
Nice.
where I found many communities. Just a need to connect with others like myself and seeking that out.
If you could shorten your talk or do it like a quick resume of your talk and between insights and key takeaways and everything, and on why is this relevant in a phrase or maybe in a couple of sentences, what would you say?
Think that this session will be really important to people that attend because as things get more automated and businesses continue to scale, it's really important to keep that personalization and keeping the thought in your mind that the experience is most important to the end user. And the tips that I've learned from waitressing can be directly applied to companies that want to scale, but still always want the customer to feel like they're the most important part of the product experience.
Sometimes it's really hard because in customer support, we get lost in between tickets and in between a lot of tasks that we need to do. But in
Yeah,
the end, it's still one person behind the screen. So of
right.
course, we want to keep the human part of it. So I think this is going to be really interesting. Thank you for sharing it.
Of course. Yes.
Thank you again for your time and for giving us this exciting preview. We are really looking forward for your presentation at Expo.
So
And
excited.
yeah, thank you. See you soon.
If you're at the conference and you see me, I'd love for you to come up and introduce yourself. Tell me what you do, what's your role, and I'd love to connect with you soon.
Then,
Thank you so much. Bye.